Okay, what I want to describe at this point is how to debug a program. And the way that you debug a program is you can place these breaks. Let me get rid of the toolbox and you'll see over here these red dots over here. If I click on this gray bar over here, you see these red dots that appear. We call those breaks. What that means is that you are going to temporarily suspend the program at that point. You're literally freezing time at that point in the program. So this is what I want to do. I want to place a break right here so that I can illustrate in functions how we call a function. The function jumps from here to execute this code, and then we come back over here. So everything is going to run, but when the program gets to this section over here, the program is going to stop. So let me illustrate that to you. All right, I'm going to start the program. So here's the start of the program. As you can see, everything is running. I'm going to place a 4 over here. I'm going to place a 2 over here, and I'm going to click calculate. And now notice what happens. So I get this yellow arrow that indicates the program has stopped or has broken right here. So this allows me to debug, to make sure that the program works, to figure out what's going on or maybe fix an error. Now, you'll notice that when I've stopped the program over here, I get these options over here. This says step into, this is step over, and this is step out. Now, if I want to step into the function, I can click this. If I want to step over the function, that means just execute it, don't even go into it. And then finally, if I'm inside of a function, if I want to step out of the function, I can use this option. So these are really handy debugging tools. Now, if I want to just continue from where I am, I can just simply click continue. Or if I want to stop the program, I can click this guy. So let me continue. So I continue over here, and notice that it goes back over here. Yep, it looks like 4. The square root of 4 is 2. Okay, very good. I'm going to change that to 9. I'm going to run the program, hit calculate again. Again, we stop right here because I've placed a break. But this time, instead of continuing, I want to actually jump into this function to see what's happening. Now, notice over here, if I place my mouse pointer on top of the word, it gives me what the current value is. Now, I can also set up what's called an autos panel. So if I go over here to debug, now you can only do this while you are running the program. Hey, Professor Solis, I don't see the debug panel, specifically Windows and Autos. You're not going to see it unless your program is running. If you're in design view, you won't see this. So you have to be running the program. As you can see here, it says debugging. Then I go to debug, Windows, and I select Autos. It automatically shows me those variables that are being used in my program. And in this case, if I want to find out, hey, what's the value of base? Well, it looks like the value of base over here is 9, and it even tells me the type is a double. Or I can just simply hover on top of it, and it'll also show me what that value is. In this case, it's 9. Okay, so it looks like I'm about to send 9 to this function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these tools, specifically F11 on your keyboard, or click here, step into. So watch this. I'm going to click it right now. And so notice what happens. Uh-oh. Let me see here. Resulted in an automatic step over the property operator. Do you want to continue? Yeah, I just want to continue. All right. I don't know what that was. So I'm stepping into here. Notice now when I hover my mouse pointer on top of base parameter, now that is 9 because I sent a 9 to this function. Now that's going to receive the number 9. It's going to use this. Okay, so in this case, I can just simply say step over. So it looks like the next part of the program is to do this. What is it going to do? It's going to take that 9, it's going to determine the square root, and then it's going to return it back to my function. All right, so in this case, I can just simply say step over. It looks like we are now at the end of the function. I'll click step over again, and now notice we are back to the portion of the program that called the function. And so what's happening is it's going to take what I've just sent to it, base, and figure out what the square root is, and it returned that back to me. This whole thing now is going to be 3. So I'm going to just simply say step over, and so now you'll see the label has the number 3 in it. At this point, what I usually do is I just simply say continue. So I just simply click on continue, and now we're back over here to the original program. Okay. Now, let me close this. I don't have to have a break over here. I can break over here, say for example, or break over here. Or I could set up multiple breaks. The idea is when you're running into a problem with your program, these breaks and the step into, step out, step over allow you to investigate your program to do what's called debugging. Okay, so this is Professor Robert Solis. I hope this video lesson was helpful. Have a good day. See you next time.